25 cars and 5 teams are ready to compete in the miniature action sports spectacle. It's Junkyard Joust. Hi everybody, I'm Aaron Yonda and welcome. 3 of these teams you've seen before, albeit with mostly different members. 2 of them are brand spanking new. Olive Drab Onslaught is a team of Army vehicles, brand new. Super Crasher is also brand new. Glow to Hell, Truculent, and Pink Push have all been around at least for 1 season. Let's head into the garage and take a closer look at these teams. Olive Drab Onslaught is sponsored by Carlton Hill Enterprises. Oh boy, it is hard to say all those words. Oh, here we go. A team that's slightly easier to say. It's Truculent. They were around last season. 2 returning vehicles from last season and 3 new ones. Pink Push. They've been around since season 1. The Pink Caddy was there when it all began. These other 4 vehicles are brand new. Glow to Hell. A team of glowing vehicles that are light on their feet. Super Crashers, an old school team of super fast vehicles. Now it's time to head out to the junkyard and joust. Our track buffer, of course, Evil Weevil, sponsored by Track Buffer LLC. Up first for Olive Drab, it's Troop Convoy, 79 grams. Troop Convoy is going to slam into Evil Weevil and take its place on the track. Running order is up. It's randomly determined. Cars need to stay alive by not going sideways or upside down. That's the joust in a nutshell. BMW 3.0 CSL for the Super Crashers, sponsored by Chome. The BMW spikes into the back of Troop Convoy. Troop Convoy is in danger, curbside, but not off the track yet. Here comes Nitro Door Slammer, sponsored by Chorgoth, the Infinite Horror. Nitro Slammer takes its place on the track, locks it in, cannot get any action on the Troop Convoy. Up first for Truculent, it's the 86 Chevy M1008. It's got the tent on the back now, sponsored by Farty Marty. Powerful slam from the Chevy, and it jumbles all the cars up on the track. Troop Convoy escapes. The other 2 cars are curbside. Pink Cadillac has an opportunity here to do some damage, sponsored by Woeful Fiber Art. Pink Caddy gets underneath the Chevy, pushes that tent up and just slides under. Nitro Door Slammer escapes the track. Aw shoot, sponsored by Ellis Wartenberger. Oh shoot, slides on the back of the Pink Caddy, pushes that Park Ranger truck almost off the track and then goes basically sideways. Not a good sign for the stability of that vehicle. Chevy Corvette, sponsored by Dr. Gonzo. And that was a super crash indeed. Oh shoot goes flying on top of the truck, pushes it off the track sideways, and now it's sideways. That may end up being 2 eliminations for that Corvette, although now it's curbside. Stock Car, sponsored by Scooter Roundwell. Stock Car pops that Corvette up in the air, goes up into the safety area, upside down. A nice hit there, ends that Corvette most likely, and now the tank is done for, as is the truck. Service Bed's gonna try to get revenge for that fallen friend, sponsored by Woeful Fiber Art. A solid hit, but nobody's moving. The line of cars remains. Evil Twin, sponsored by Sloth Automotive, Sachet, and Buffet. Evil Twin, a nice hit, but it wobbles and can't really get anything happening. A little unstable there, but stays on the track. Could have just created a little bit of a ramp. Gunslinger's got to try to survive the low back of this vehicle, sponsored by Sean and Patrick Hogan. Gunslinger knocks the Evil Twin off the track, but takes itself out in the process, spins over upside down, and wow, not a great start for that vehicle. Unfortunate for Olive Drab. Meanwhile, the Evil Twin is doing great. Gruesome Twosome, sponsored by Zero Blacktip. It's more of a gruesome onesome at this point. There's no engine in the front. Maybe they took that out to try to make it an undercutter, but it doesn't work on the service bed. Next up for Glow to Hell, it's the Boulevard Bruiser, sponsored by Sid from Cybertron. This is the heaviest car on their team. Boulevard Bruiser does a little bit of pushing, does manage to get Gruesome Twosome underneath the service bed. That service bed is good at surviving these kind of things. And here comes Truculent's 81 GMC Bandura, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Ooh, no, a heavy vehicle, and it takes out his own teammate. A teammate he can't afford to lose. That is tough. Also, takes out one of the Glow to Hell team and does not take out Gruesome Twosome. So, all in all, a very mixed result on that hit. 57 Thunderbird for Pink Push, sponsored by Jason's Bits Boys. Thunderbird slams into the line and doesn't do much moving, locks it in. Armored Personnel Carrier, sponsored by Chemical Knight. The carrier locks it in nicely, doesn't go anywhere. That's really what you want in a vehicle. If it can stay on the track and be safe, that's a good thing. Lamborghini Marzal, sponsored by Scarnsloth. The Lamborghini also locks it in on the track. We are getting a long line of cars that refuse to budge right here. And this line is going way back, farther than it usually does. Gloke and Dagger are gonna try to mix up this line, sponsored by Sicken. Gloke and Dagger can't move the line either. Gets a little bit of that Lamborghini up on the curb, but that's it. Here's a nice heavy vehicle that could shake things up, the 20 Jeep Gladiator for Truculent. And look at that spin! What a move from the Jeep Gladiator! Just flies off the track, chunks flying everywhere. The Lamborghini is tossed off the track, but not a whole lot of action, but what a move and a survival. Good for Truculent. Here comes an interesting vehicle. I think it's from Thunderbirds. Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce, sponsored by Hasty Productions. Good solid hit and locked in. Tank Gunner, sponsored by Hendrika's Heavy Hauling. Tank Gunner, nice hit, but can't get anything to happen. A little bit of movement on that Rolls Royce. Alpha Carabo, sponsored by Judy Collins. And the Carabo pushes Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce up on Gloke and Dagger, and she flips over, sadly on her side, probably done. Jaded for Glow to Hell, sponsored by Indy Capo. Jaded pushes into the line but can't get anything going. Just a little movement, enough to maybe set something up for the 66 Chevy Suburban, 78 grams, sponsored by Stump's Tree Farm. The Suburban knocks two cars off the track. The Carabo is eliminated, but Jaded manages to elude the elimination, spins, pivots, and lands it. Next up, it's Blown Delivery, 95 grams. This is a nice looking vehicle, sponsored by Hey Hey's Hatchback Hanger. Oh no, Pink Push had high hopes for that giant vehicle, but it just bashes into the back of the Suburban and goes sideways. Also takes the Suburban out. Truly unfortunate that such a nice looking vehicle just took itself out instantly. What a waste. Checking out the field, it looks like we've got 10 eliminations. That's a bit more than the 4 from the previous qualifier. It looks like Truculent was hardest hit, losing both of their guys from last season. They're down to 2. Olive, Super Crashers, Pink Push, each lost 2, and Glow to Hell's looking pretty good right now with 4 left. They'll start us out in round 2 with Nitro Door Slammer. Running order is up. Nitro Door Slammer takes its place, very leisurely stroll up to the front of the track. Next up's gonna be the Pink Cadillac, good starter vehicle for Pink Push. Pink Caddy pushes that Nitro Door Slammer right off the track, but Nitro Door Slammer, good recovery there. Twists its way out. Armored Personnel Carrier. The Personnel Carrier goes off the back of the Pink Caddy and tries to escape, but can't quite make it off the track. That could end up being unfortunate. Gonna take a hit now from the BMW. BMW, nice hit, but can't get anything going. Locks it in. Here comes the 81 GMC Vandura. Took out one of its own teammates last time. Let's see if you can do better this time. And it does. It takes the BMW down. BMW sideways off the side of the track. Nice hit. Here comes Gloke and Dagger trying to get some undercutting action here. Can't quite do it. Too heavy, that van, and it bounces backwards and goes curbside. Evil Twin's got an opportunity here with that curbside Gloke and Dagger. And Evil Twin takes advantage of it, knocks Gloke and Dagger off the back of the van, and Gloke and Dagger spins a little bit, turns over, cannot right itself. Done. Nice hit. Troop Convoy. The Convoy goes off the back of Evil Twin like a ramp, spins and cannot land it. Goes all the way up to an 8. Nice high jump. Too bad it could not make the landing, and it's sideways up by the crates. Evil Twin doing the job. And importantly, staying locked in on the track with that ramp ready for the next car. It's gonna be Gruesome Twosome. Can Gruesome Twosome get under Evil Twin? Yes, it can. It pops Evil Twin up on the back of the van, but Evil Twin's not willing to flip over just yet. Is it gonna be able to hold on when this big Jeep Gladiator comes down? The Jeep breaks up all the cars, and oh no! Gruesome gets under the van, and the Jeep just took out its own teammate. And on the way down, the van righted the BMW and saved it. Truculent, a team that made it to the finals last year, really struggling to not take out their own teammates in this qualifier. It's not a good sign for them. Boulevard Bruiser. Boulevard Bruiser pops the Jeep one in the back, but the Jeep manages to stay steady. I thought I saw some piece of something. Taking a closer look, it does appear that the trailer hitch, maybe even the bumper, came off of that Jeep, and it is damaged. 57 Thunderbird. The Thunderbird pushes Bruiser all the way back up to the Jeep and creates that line of cars. The Jeep probably feeling a little Boulevard bruised right now. Tank Gunner. Tank Gunner really gets Boulevard Bruiser in a tailspin, knocks it off the track, some shards of stuff flying around, and Boulevard Bruiser manages to land it. Lamborghini Marzal. The Lamborghini just locks it in. We got a nice line going. Just one car left this round. It's going to be Jaded. Jaded, only 26 grams, doesn't really do anything, but also doesn't get eliminated, and that's important. Let's take a look at the aftermath. 3 cars eliminated, Truculence down to 1, Olive Drab down to 2, and Glow to Hell have been brought down to earth, so to speak. Everybody else remains steady. We're gonna drive right into round 3, starting off with Pink Cadillac for Pink Push. Pink Caddy's gonna take its place down at the edge of the track. All 5 teams still in this. When we're down to 3 teams, this match is over. BMW. The BMW just locks it in. Sometimes caution is the better part of valor. There might not be an elimination, but at least you're not eliminating yourself. Nitro Door Slammer. Nitro Door Slammer also locks it in. They're all up at the front. I have a feeling the next car is going to cause some damage. It's going to be the Tank Gunner. It's 59 grams. Tank Gunner, wow, did you see Nitro Door Slammer flipping all the way over to the crates over and over, but can't land it. The car's been pretty good at recovering, but man, does it go high all the way up to 11, and then it hits the crates, tumbles upside down. At least it did it spectacularly, but that's gonna hurt for Glow to Hell. Here comes the Jeep Gladiator, last chance for Truculent. The Jeep splits the field. Tank Gunner makes a nice spinning recovery. BMW, not so much. And this time it's upside down. It does not look good for that car this time. Here comes the Thunderbird. The Jeep holds the line barely after that hit, manages to stay alive, but now is curbside. Gruesome Twosome. Gruesome gets a fairly tame hit, doesn't go under anything, and the Jeep is definitely in trouble. That is near elimination right there. Truculent barely holding on. Boulevard Bruiser. Boulevard Bruiser finishes Truculent. They did not even make it through the qualifier. A team that was in the finals last season, now probably out if that thing doesn't roll over, and I'm not seeing it. Wow, that is amazing. Armored Personnel Carrier. The Personnel Carrier just cleans up on the track, knocks the Thunderbird off, it rolls over and survives. Boulevard Bruiser also survives. An impressive looking hit, but no eliminations. Everybody managed to get out of the way. Evil Twin. Evil Twin bounces off the back of the Personnel Carrier and cannot set up the ramp. And slowly but surely that Jeep is starting to turn over. Can Truculent get back in this match? Lamborghini Marzal. The Lamborghini tosses Evil Twin to the right, over on top of its own teammate, upside down. Evil Twin cannot make a recovery, and now the Lamborghini's in trouble. Final car of the round, Jaded for Glow to Hell. Jaded can't do anything except save the Lamborghini, actually pushes it more into an upright position, and that's going to cap off round 3. We had 4 eliminations in this round and some definite shakeups. Let's take a look at the aftermath. And unbelievably, our first team to get eliminated in this qualifier, Truculent, who did so well last season, not even going to have a shot at it this season. The other 3 eliminations were 1 car apiece for Super Crashers, Glow to Hell, and Pink Push. Everybody is at 2. This is a very even match as we head into round 4. Starting off the round is going to be Olive Drab Onslaught with the Armored Personnel Carrier. Armored Personnel slots in on the track. Running order is up. Super Crashers up next. They're going to try to take out that Personnel Carrier with Gruesome Twosome. And they get under, but can't quite finish the job. Will the next car be able to help? Gruesome Twosome could be in trouble here as well. Pink Push going with the old standby. The Cadillac wreaks havoc on the field. The personnel carrier goes over and on top, upside down. Gruesome Twosome makes a nice recovery. Olive Drab could be in trouble here. Glow to Hell opting to send down Jaded first in this round. Let's see if that pays off. A light hit, little push on the caddy, but nothing else happening. Jaded does manage to stay locked in. Here comes a pretty heavy hit from the Tank Gunner. Tank Gunner takes Jaded to task but can't do the damage, and Jaded makes a nice recovery. Super Crash is sending down the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini tries to knock Olive Drab out of this competition, nearly does it. It's close. 57 Thunderbird has a chance to finish off the Tank Gunner here. And the Thunderbird can't do it, hits the Lamborghini and pops it up, but the Tank Gunner is steady. Final car, round 4, Boulevard Bruiser. The Bruiser gets some action, forces the Lamborghini off the track, but wow, that Tank Gunner just grabs the back of the pink caddy and holds on for dear life. Olive Drab is going to survive for another round. We had just the one elimination in that round. Olive Drab is down to 1. Nobody else lost anything. It's make or break time for Olive Drab Onslaught. The pink caddy will be starting us out in round 5. Sometimes these qualifiers only go 2 or 3 rounds. The first 2 qualifiers have been epic fights to the death. 4 rounds in the first qualifier, 5 in this one so far as Jaded slots in behind the pink caddy. And now Gruesome Twosome's gonna take a shot at those cars. Ooh, a nice block there from Jaded, and Gruesome cannot get under and is up on the curb now. Here comes Tank Gunner, the last hope for Olive. Tank Gunner does a great job of keeping in this fight. Gruesome Twosome flipped upside down. Jaded goes upside down, tries to make a recovery, and does it. What a recovery from Jaded right there. Wow, I don't know where it got the power to do that. Thunderbird. Thunderbird tries to end the Tank Gunner but can't do it, pushes its own teammate up in a dangerous position under Evil Weevil. Curbside. Boulevard Bruiser. The Bruiser tries to mess things up on the line of cars but can't do it. Lamborghini, last car of the round. Lamborghini tries to take out the Bruiser, but wow, look at that great recovery by the Bruiser. A lot of cars would have just slid off and been done. Bruiser flips it over. So another round with only 1 elimination, and this time it's for Super Crashers. They are in danger. Taking a look at the aftermath, you got 1 for Olive, 1 for Super, 2 for the other 2 teams. This is still anybody's match. As we head into round 6, starting off with Glow to Hell, Jaded. It's great to see an intense competition like this in the qualifiers. You know that it's going to make for a great main event. Any of these teams that are getting eliminated, I think you're going to see some form of them coming back later because most of them have been very good in both of these qualifiers. Pink Caddy lining up. Tank Gunner had an elimination last round. Can he do it again? Tank Gunner bounces off the line of cars, goes sideways on the track. This is a supremely vulnerable position right here. This could be it for Tank Gunner if it can't make a recovery after this hit from the Lamborghini. Lamborghini tries to take out the Tank Gunner. Wow, what resiliency right there. It manages to stay alive, barely, and it's still gonna take another hit from the Boulevard Bruiser, biggest car on Glow to Hell's team. A mighty hit from the Bruiser. The Tank Gunner is tossed sideways. The Lamborghini gets pushed off, tries to hang on, and just loses its balance and flips over at the last second upside down. That's going to push both of these teams out of the match, but it's not over for one of them. One of them's going to move on. We got 1 more hit. Something could still happen here for the Thunderbird. Thunderbird, wow, look at this. The Boulevard Bruiser gets thrown up in the air, flipped over, upside down. Another elimination in this round. What amazing action. Glow to Hell, though, okay, because they still have Jaded. Incredible 3 eliminations in this round. Let's go to the aftermath. Pink Push and Glow to Hell are moving on, but who's going to be our 3rd team? We're going to use our scoring formula to figure this out. It's the number of cars a team has left times the round number. And Super Crashers had more cars left for a longer time. They're going to get more points, 28 to 22, and Super Crashers are moving on to the main event. It was a heated competition, but only 3 teams can move on, and these are gonna be our 3. Congrats to our winners. If you enjoy the Junkyard Joust, there's a couple things you can do to help me out. Like and comment on the video. You can even become a patron and help support the show directly, and even get your own sponsored vehicle. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Joust. Have a good one.